Hi everyone. So today we are going to see what is ATF, Automated Testing Framework in ServiceNow, how we can use that. Okay. Generally, you know the guys, right? After every upgrade, we need to do the existing scenarios of incident change management, problem management, right? Whether all the things are working fine as per our defined process or not. For that, every time we need to go and manually we need to test. Okay, so for example, if we have incident form and we have some process, okay, the on incident form, short description, and caller is a mandatory field whenever the ITIL user is going to create the incident. So what we will do generally after upgrade, we'll impersonate the ITIL user and we'll see. Okay, we'll go to the form, create new, and here we'll check. Okay, we have caller, short description, mandatory. That is fine. Okay, but every time we need to do this kind of stuff, that is, you can say, it will not work out, right? So what we'll do in service now, we have ATF. Through that, we'll create this kind of test case and we can run that. Okay, so just we'll go through the ATF first. Like I will just tell you like how we can create these testing scenarios. Okay, so in the ATF testing framework, by default we'll get this plugin. So if you click on test, you will get all the test cases what we have written. Okay, suits is nothing but you can say you can combine 4 to 5 test cases into one suit. Okay, so you can execute one by one test case in using one test suit. Okay, then we have okay, we have some properties as well. So here we have properties like enable test suite execution. Okay. So we need to just set it true. There is something debugging properties. We need to set it true. There is one screenshot properties also for enable for all the steps. Whatever you are writing the steps in the test case, for every step, if you want to get the screenshot, we need to just put this property in this way and you need to save this. Okay. So this is you can say properties. Steps configuration is nothing but these are the, you can say, the steps we can, you can create, we can do, we can add these kind of steps in our test case. Like we have workflow, and in workflow we have the activities, right? So we can design your own activities as well. In the same fashion, these are the steps already. By default we have these steps 98 that we can use while doing the testing or while creating the test case. So for example, now I'm showing you one example. We'll create one test case. Okay, so what we are looking for, just we should have some problem statement. So I will just take a statement like, okay, so problem statement is, uh, suppose we have process like whenever ITL, okay, I can say for ITL user, we should have the following mandatory fields while creating incident. So one is, you can say, caller, second is short description, and third is description. Okay, I will say this. Okay, so this is our, you can say, a process. We need to just, for example, this is a simple process. Let's see how we can do this kind of testing using ATF. Okay, so if you go to the ATF, go to the test. Here you can see all the test cases. I will create one new. So I will use my new test. Okay, I will just write incident. Okay, so after that, put some description. Okay, I will put the same description. what we are going to do, and after that save it. Okay, there is one enable pattern parameterized testing. So this is nothing but if you want to send some parameter, we need to give some input for this testing. Suppose for input means I am going to give an incident number. Only for this incident number, just do the testing. So for that purpose, we need to use this parameterized testing. But for now, we are not going for that. Maybe in second video, I will add this. Okay. Today just we need to see how we can write a test case, a simple test case, what I have written in the description. Okay, so in the related is we can have test steps. So I will add the test steps now. So I will create a test step here. So create a user. Okay, so what I will do first, I will create a user. Okay, through which I need to you can say I need to test this scenario. So what I will write here, nodes creating user. So I will give you name, give the name like you can say ATF test, or okay, I will let ATF last name and I will put test. So I will put active equal to true. I can put any field value here. You can say according to our process. Okay, any field. I will give the role. I want this user should be ITIL because our problem statement is ITIL user means they should have ITIL roles. I will put ITIL role. uh, After this, yeah, impersonate this user. So when you are creating the user while executing this test, the system will impersonate this user ATF test. Okay, after that I will submit this. So we got it. The first thing is okay, first step is like creating the user. I need to add the second step. So see, we can have a impersonate step as a step also, but now in the create user we already mentioned that, so no need to create another step for the impersonation. Now we need to go for what we need to select the form, right? Or you can say we need to insert the record. So now we need to just open the form of one form incident. So in the form we have open new form. This is nothing but we need to add the step after first step. Okay, so I will just click on next and I will just do here execution order to notes. I will write open incident form. So form UI standard UI table. I need to select the table is incident because we are doing on the incident table. So incident. Uh, okay, I will go. I'm going for standard UI only, not for agent workspace. So just click on submit. So this is the second step. What we have done, we have first we have created one user in system, then we have impersonate that user, and then we are creating a form using that user. We are opening the form by impersonating this user ATF test. Third is something we need to see whether the form has these mandatory fields. Which mandatory fields? Caller, short description, and description. So I will go here. We have field value validation, field state validation. Field state validation is nothing but where it will show you read only visibility they will check. Field value validation is nothing but it will check the value of that field. I will go for the field state validation. Then it is after second step. I just click on next. So for third, okay, table is this one. So we have these things. Okay, so what we need to check? We need to check okay how many mandatory fields are there. So we need to check caller should be mandatory, short description should be mandatory, and description. So we need to see like these fields should be get mandatory. Likewise you can do for others as well. So currently I need to do only for these three. Just I click on submit. So guys, we are okay with the test. We have written the test case now, okay, with three steps. Okay, now we need to run this scenario. So just click on run test here. If you click on run test it in the new window, it will show you okay it's running the test. So see was connected system in administrator. Okay, then it will say execute in one step ATF test. It will check caller is this one. Okay, It's mandatory. So taking screenshot, it is taking a screenshot one by one. Second step, okay, it will impersonate by ATF test. Okay, now I think this is running. Okay, here also you can check. Okay, here we can see in the second we got, okay, in the second execution UI step, one more step in this batch failed or through error. So we got the error. Okay, why we got the error? Go to result. In the result you can see the result. See, first is successful, second successful, third is failed. Why? Unable to check the field description is mandatory. They are not able to check. Okay, with that you can see the screenshot as well. Like we have screenshot here, they will just show you okay what they are checking. So you can say this is the one screenshot where caller and short description is mandatory. Go for the third. I think they put the same screenshot. Okay, for, like for that. It's for one they got it and for one they didn't get it. So what we can do, if you go to our incident form, okay, just I will remove this. Okay, we'll go for in our incident form and we'll see whether the short description is there or not. So if you go, okay, so there is no description field, short description is there. So what I will do, I will go to the form layout. I'll just put the description field on the form. Let's see how, and one more time we'll execute the test script. So description. Okay, this is the description. I will put this description on the form after end split before below the short description. Okay, save this. So we have description, but it is not mandatory. Go to the test. Again, I will rerun the test case. Let's see how it will work now, because now they can check. Okay, because description field on the form now. So let's see, executing first, it's true. Then the second, come on. Okay, first is passed. Now it will run for the execution. You are steps 2 to 3. Hmm, okay, it's taking some time. Okay, I have this block also. If you go to this path, you will get one simple scenario of ATF, how we can do the testing one by one scenario. Okay, let me check here. If I click on go to result, okay, its status is waiting. So you can say first is sending, second and third is in pending state. So we have test log, it is in pending. So just wait for some time. We'll reload the form. So this time we are expecting something different. See, now the field is on the form, but it is not mandatory. We should get the failed case, but with some different reason. Now still it is running. So if you go to activate, okay, so I think we'll kill this. Let's see why it is not working. Maybe it is in it hanged or something. Okay, we'll rerun the test case over. Rerun the test case. Just will remove this. Our test case name is, you can say, incident. Okay, my new test incident. So here again I will go. I will click on run test. Okay, connected system administrator, step 1 of 2, it's running. Okay, this is fine. There is a description field as well. If you go here, it is showing okay, it is waiting while another run of the test completes. Okay, second step, okay, this is done. First is done. Second, they are doing that. Come on, why it is okay? All step pause, success in 1 second. All step passed, all step passed. Why we are not getting all the steps here then? So why we are getting this in waiting condition? Okay, it is executed now. Second. Okay, now you can see we got the result. Go to the result here. We can see failure expected field description to be mandatory, but it was not mandatory. This is our result. So what we can do now, we can go to our field and I will put this description as a mandatory field and we'll run, we'll one more time, we'll execute the script. So I'll put mandatory equal to true. I will update this. Okay. Again, I will go to the form. I'll just make sure this field is mandatory on the form. Okay. This field is mandatory. Great. So I will remove this. I will just remove the cache now. Otherwise, again, we need to fill the process. Cache dot do. Great. Again, I will here. I will reload the form. I will rerun the test. Go to our test. So we'll execute this test case one more time. Click on run test. Run test. Yeah. So whenever we are getting in this new window, it means everything is working fine. If you are not getting this window, means something wrong. Maybe we need to go for cache.do or we need to rerun the test. Now see, there is caller, short description, one of two, my test, it's working. Running steps, one of two, now two of two. Now it will go two of two. Okay, again it will go in return. Here we can see okay 100% completed 100. After that it is going to roll back also. So in the first step we are creating the user. This user will not be there after running this test case. It will going to be roll back all the test data as well. Okay, now everything is success. If you go to the result, so you can say all are success. So this is how we can go for existing process. For suppose we have change management system, we have different workflow. Just take on the form when you are creating the change. If you change the state to new to work in progress, after changing the work in progress, whether the field should be some field should be mandatory. So these kind of simple steps, okay, we can create in the test case and we can execute after every upgrade. So it will not take more time. You can say just 1 hour to execute all the test cases and you will get a result whether what is working and what is not working. So I think it is so helpful for everyone. And yeah, there are other things also here. We need to write some scripting also when you are writing a test cases, so that I can add in my videos one by one. I think for now, I think everyone got to know what is ATF, how we can write a test, what are the test steps, what is the steps configuration. There we can see all the steps what we can include in the test case, right? So let's wait for my another video where I can show you what is parameterized testing and all. Okay. So thank you so much. Uh, See you in next video.